Hey, yo, what's good, man, players? It's your boy, Disney Shot, man, back out here on this Madden NFL 21 franchise mode, here with the very last 1 o'clock game here in week, and we should have a good one on our hands. We have a division matchup in the NFC South. The division leading New Orleans Saints come off their very first loss of the season, suffered against San Francisco. They have a chance to get back in the win column as they host Josh Martin and the Atlanta Falcons, who have been playing really well so far this season. They are currently third in the NFC South, potentially behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for a shot to get the second in the NFC South. Now, I'm truly believing that both the Falcons and Bucs are going to be battling for second place throughout these next few weeks until they battle each other in week 17, maybe. But right now, the Falcons, they come into this game 6-3, haven't played good football, and Josh Martin, their quarterback, and their running back Chris Cam, they have played tremendous. I mean, played absolutely tremendous. And they're now coming off their bye week, back in their last week. So if you have not seen the rest of week 11, make sure to go check it out, and make sure to check out the last 10 weeks of action, so you guys won't miss that either. Because this series has been amazing. We're getting almost near to the playoffs, y'all. We're almost there. We've just got 6 more weeks to complete, and then we'll be set for the playoffs. But currently now, the Saints and Falcons, they're currently in the NFC playoff picture as of now, heading into this game. So both teams trying to make sure that they're in the playoffs by the time they get there. So with that, let's head up to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Can Josh Martin and the Falcons upset the Saints? Or can Drew Brees and the Saints get back into the win column after losing to San Francisco? Let's find out.
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud. And these
Look at the NFC playoff picture. The Saints are in second, and the Falcons, they're currently in 8th right now. They're trying to get out of that position.
With Charles Davis
but in the NFC South division, it's still battling. The second and third seed, they're still battling for a spot to go to the playoffs. But the Falcons, they're gonna kick it off to the Saints to start the ball game. We are set for the last 1 o'clock scheduled game here in Week 11. And with that, we are underway from New Orleans. And Harris, he's not going to return this one, as this one's going to be a touchback. And Drew Brees set to lead the Saints offense.
Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. They lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
On the first play, they hand it to Justice. And he'll go down at the 29-yard line.
You're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 29, Brees.
Here's Brees, and he's going to find Christopher Butler. And they're going to bring him down at the 41-yard line. First down, New Orleans.
12 yards there and a first down.
Drew Brees taking a look at this Falcons defense for the first time, and he slings it already. And Christopher Butler taking a look at this Falcons cornerbacks, Damian Hill and Sean Harris, one of the best. And they're already dining on him. Here's Justice, and he takes this to the 45-yard line, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down.
Here's Justice. And they're going to bring him down at the 45-yard line. Brings up a 3rd down.
Grady Jarrett on the tackle there. Remember how he emerged in the Super Bowl against New England? Continues to step his play up. Was a Pro Bowler for the first time after 2019.
Now Brees on 3rd down.
Brees looking deep for Thomas, and it's intercepted. Donquez Denard picks it. So the Falcons are going to take over possession. And leading them, Josh Martin.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And they're going to hand it to Chris Cam.
A run there on 1st down,
and they'll bring him down at the 38-yard line. 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Martin looking deep for Julio Jones. A gain of 47 on that one. First down for Atlanta.
47 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent. And sometimes
Julio Jones has had a great season since Josh Martin became quarterback.
Big play. Look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Chris Cam running up the middle. And he'll go down at the 6-yard line. A gain of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Martin Enzo, and it's incomplete.
No, it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
3rd down, Chris Cam, and I believe he got the first, and he did. He had to power himself through.
They give him him 2 yards.
P.J. Russell, he almost had him.
First and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
And Chris Cam, he's going to walk in for a Falcon touchdown. What a start for Atlanta.
His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel.
Here's Youngway Koo for the extra point. And he's got it. And the Falcons, they take an early 7-0 advantage.
Formula looking good so far in this one. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
It seemed like Josh Martin knows what it's like to be in a stadium that is this loud, which is New Orleans. That's the loudest stadium you could ever play at. And he already gets the Falcons on the board. So the Saints set to come back out.
Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Justice, open space. And he'll go down at the 41-yard line. First down, New Orleans.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
On 1st and 10, here's
Breeze, blitz coming at him, and he finds Justice, and Justice is on to the races. And they're going to bring him down at the 13-yard line. He's got a Saints first down.
For the Saints, 46 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Escaping the
Breeze,
right.
and he's going to find Christopher Butler, but it's incomplete.
The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Breeze, and he finds Christopher Butler. Touchdown, New Orleans.
From 13 yards out, and the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Christopher Butler continues to have a good season with this Saints team.
For the point after.
Even though they did lose in their last game, he still continues to have a good season.
Touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So Drew Brees redeems himself after throwing the interception on the last drive they had. He gets the Saints into the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And Gurley, he's not going to return this one. This one's going to be a touchback.
Will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And here's Chris Cam. And he'll pick up a gain of 2 on that carry. Brings up a 2nd and 8.
It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure
And that's
out
going to do it for the first quarter. We are tied.
All tied after 1. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And Martin, he goes down on the blitz. Josh Williams-Goss, he gets the sack that time.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And a flag comes out, and I think they didn't get the playoff in time. So that's going to move them back even further.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw.
Martin looking deep for Jones, and he dropped it.
They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand?
And here's Christopher Butler.
And giving the ball back to their
And they're going to bring him down at the 40-yard line.
They get 11 back on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down.
And the Saints, they're back out there for their next drive.
The field now comes the New Orleans offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers?
And they're going to hand it to Justice.
Get your list done because
And he's going to pick up a gain of 3 to the 43. 2nd and 7 next.
Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Breeze looking deep. Butler. And it's incomplete.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Breeze is going to find Christopher Butler for a first down Saints.
The Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
Breeze. And it's intercepted. DeMonte Casey picks it.
31-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off?
And here's Chris Cam, and he's going to go nowhere. The Saints defense will prepare for that one.
Anything, right? He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a handoff here to
Chris Cam a second time.
And he'll slip his way up across
And he'll get this to the 32.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, he'll drop
Martin, and he's going to find Chris Cam, who's off to the races down the middle of the field. And he'll go down at the 13-yard line. First down, Atlanta.
Catch and run, 55 yards.
First down, Falcons.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
So just like that, the Falcons go downfield in a matter of seconds. Martin, and that's caught. Hayden Hurst, touchdown Atlanta.
Hayden Hurst, his second touchdown on the season. And the
Martin threw that.
have taken the lead.
Josh Martin threw that ball quickly right there.
This is where tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Koo now for the point after.
Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's got it. And the Falcons up 14-7.
So that drive, 4 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the...
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And this carries
and Harris, he's not going to return this one. This was going to be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about?
First and 10 for New Orleans.
That was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And here's Justice. And he'll go down right at the 33-yard line.
Second and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On play action. Now Breeze.
And Breeze, he's going to throw this one away.
Nowhere to throw. He chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Breeze looking to throw on.
And Breeze, he goes down.
The Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
Wow.
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult.
And here's Sean Harris.
Anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start, it comes through.
And they'll bring him down at the 45-yard line. And the Falcons set to take over.
On the return, it springs him for 25. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around.
First and 10, Justice. Well, not Justice, but Chris Cam. And he'll pick up a gain of 4 on that carry. Justice and Chris Cam having their first looks at each other for the first time this season.
Now they'll throw here.
Martin, and open downfield is Hayden Hurst.
And he's going to have a first down.
And they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Martin, and he's gonna find Chris Cam on the screen, and he'll go down at the 9-yard line.
Use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
And Chris Cam, and he goes backwards on this carry.
Nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
On the play. 2nd and goal.
And the Falcons, they're going to use their timeout.
Seconds left in the first half.
Now, this is a shocker right here. The Falcons on top of the Saints. So Younghoe Koo on for the field goal. And he's got it. And the Falcons take a 10-point lead at halftime. That's a shocker.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on over to
Is the Saints going to lose back-to-back games at home? Well, we're going to find out in the second half.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend. So lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11.
Up next, the 4 o'clock schedule begins in Denver, an AFC West battle between the LA Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Then, the 4 o'clock schedule concludes in Minnesota as the Vikings looking to get back-to-back wins when they host Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone.
All right, so we're back in New Orleans. The Falcons are going to get the ball to start the second half, and they have the lead.
This football as the second half gets underway. This taken in
And Gurley, he's not going to return this one. This was going to be a touchback. And Josh Martin leading the Falcons back out there.
For the next possession. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever.
This is one of the reasons why Josh Martin is the quarterback for this Falcon team. Like, what a performance he's had in this game. In the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. I mean, the loudest place you could ever play at in football. And here's Chris Cam. And he'll go down at the 27-yard line.
Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse.
And Martin, he goes down. P.J. Russell, he gets him down.
It's time to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Martin on 3rd down, and he finds Chris Cam, breaks a tackle, and he goes out of bounds at the 42.
Down defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And here's Chris Cam. And they were able to get to him a gain of a yard that time.
They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a handoff
Chris Cam. And they'll bring him down at the 45.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few.
And Martin, and he's sacked. Josh Williams-Goss, he gets the sack that time.
Lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
So the Falcons, they go 3 and out. The Saints, they're going to get the ball back. Trying to get themselves back in the game. And this one, they're going to spot this one at the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw.
Justice.
Work on positioning the football
and
helping
he gets a gain of 3 on that carry. 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And here's Justice running up the middle. And he'll go down at the 26-yard line.
15 yards on the play, first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing on first down is Breeze.
Breeze looking deep. Christopher Butler.
Inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now he's got their only touchdown this offense.
And Justice running. And Justice with some room. And he'll go down at the 5-yard line. Brings up a 1st and goal.
And try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And Justice. And he'll go down at the 3-yard line.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Breeze, and he's going to find Justice. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Saints are back within a score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate.
And the extra point by Will Lutt is up and good. And the Saints, they're now down by a field goal.
Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
So it looks like that we have a ball game again.
Out now following the touchdown to kick. And this carries
Gurley, he's not going to return this one. This one's going to be a touchback.
Drive will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them.
And here's Chris Cam, and he goes backwards on this run. The Saints defense was ready for him.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Martin. And that's caught by Jones. 1st down Falcons.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try to
Martin, wide open is Hayden Hurst, but he couldn't keep his feet in.
The intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Martin, and he goes down. Josh Williams-Goss picks up his 2nd sack in the game.
To be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their
Martin, and wide open is Hayden Hurst.
And he is going to have
the Saints just gave that away.
Get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you.
Martin, and he's going to find Chris Cam.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be
Martin,
a nice play for the
nobody's open. He's sacked. Josh Williams, gosh, he gets the sack.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Important play right here.
Martin on 3rd down, and he finds Chris Cam.
Underneath to his running back, complete.
And they'll bring him down at the 34.
First down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
And here's Chris Cam. And he'll go down at the 29-yard line.
First down.
29-yard line. It's a gain of
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And here's Chris Cam. They're going to bring him down at the 27.
Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon,
and here's Chris Cam. And I think, did they get him? Or did he get the first? They stopped him.
They've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under
So
90
Younghoe
seconds
Koo
remaining.
on for the field goal. And Younghoe Koo puts it in. And the Falcons, they now lead by 6.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now.
And Harris, he's not going to return this one. This one's going to be a touchback. So Drew Brees and the Saints, they need a touchdown to take the lead. A field goal does nothing.
What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play. Because
a field goal does nothing. You got 2 timeouts with the football, needing to score.
They've got a shot.
And here's Justice. And they're going to bring him down at the 28.
Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now
Brees looking deep downfield. That's complete. Christopher Butler.
But he gets all the way down right around the 20.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are in the field.
From the shotgun.
Here's Justice. Justice breaking free. And he'll go down at the 3-yard line. Are you serious?
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
1st and goal. 1st and goal. This is it right here. The Saints went all the way down the field. And Justice, he didn't make it. They stop him.
New Orleans, number 2, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
And goal at the Falcons' 3-yard line.
Brees, and he finds Justice wide open. Touchdown.
The extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Let's look to add the extra point.
Will Lutz, this is to take the lead. He's got it, and the Saints have taken the lead. Unbelievable. Drew Brees does it in a clutch. He does it again.
Point game here in the dying embers of what has been a sensational game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Here's Gurley on a return. And he'll go down with 3 seconds on the clock.
At their own 29-yard line.
Wow, unbelievable turn of
Set to begin their
events.
next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
Martin, deep ball, and it's incomplete, and the New Orleans Saints win. What a game.
But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, going into the final play,
This may not be the last that you'll see Josh Martin play this well in New Orleans. Like, that will not be the last you'll see of him.
You're exactly right.
But what a game. The Saints, they're back in the win column.
Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Saints, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yo, man, unbelievable game we just witnessed. And to be honest with you, that's not going to be the last you'll see Josh Martin and Drew Brees go at it. That's not going to be the last, because they're going to play each other again. This time they're going to play in Atlanta, and they just might play each other in the postseason if the Falcons could get there. But the Saints, they get a 1-point win against the Falcons in a great game, as a matter of fact. It was a great game. Here's the stat. Josh Martin threw for 244. He threw a touchdown pass, but he got sacked 5 times, which really didn't cost his team. They just only lost by a point. So Josh Martin's really not upset. He's really not upset about that. But yeah. And Drew Brees, 2 yards shy of 200 yards throwing it. He threw 3 touchdown passes, especially the game-winning touchdown, and he threw 2 interceptions. Now, the turnovers is gonna have to stop because that Falcon defense, which was shocking to me, that they actually got interceptions of Brees. Here's the running game. Justice, 13 carries for 95 yards, but he didn't get a touchdown run because they counted on the pass game. Chris Cam, 16 carries for 36 yards, and he got a touchdown. So that's not gonna be the last that you'll see Justice and Chris Cam go at it, because they're gonna go at it twice. They're gonna go at it for the second time, and they might go at it in the postseason if the Falcons could get there, because we already know the Saints are already in. To be honest with you, the Saints are already in. They're already in the playoffs. Because I'm pretty sure they got the division closed out, as a matter of fact. Unless if the Buccaneers win their Monday game against the Rams. That's only. But if the Bucs lose, then that might change everything. Then the Saints, they might have that division closed out. So here's the receiving. Christopher Butler, 5 catches for 146 yards and a touchdown. Chris Cam, 5 catches, 122 yards. Julio Jones, 2 catches, 61 yards. Hayden Hurst, 3 catches, 61 yards. And Justice, 3 catches for 52 yards and 2 touchdowns, especially the game-winning touchdown. So for New Orleans, they get back in the win column now as they move to 9-1 on the season. And in Week 12, they'll hit the road to Denver to face off with the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, this is not going to cost them any shot of going to the playoffs. They're currently still in the playoffs, but they're going to drop to 6-4 with a loss, and they will have a chance to bounce back when they head home to face off with the Las Vegas Raiders. And with that, the 1 o'clock schedule for Week 11 has been complete. So here are the results from the 1 o'clock schedule. And with that, we're going to be set for the 4 o'clock schedule, which only has 2 games in it. We have the Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. Then we have the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And then after we get those done, we'll turn our focus to Sunday Night Football from Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders, who shocked everybody, getting back-to-back wins. They're looking to make it 3 straight when they host the defending champs, Patrick Mahomes, and the Kansas City Chiefs. And in the Monday game, as I said, the Saints do have the division closed out, but if Tom Brady and the Buccaneers can win against the LA Rams, the Bucs still could have a shot at trying to win the division. But if only the Bucs can win the Monday game, they will still have a shot at winning the division. But for now, we only have 4 games remaining here in Week 11, and then we'll be set to head to Week 12. Yes, 12 once we get those 4 games done. But if you enjoyed this last 1 o'clock game, remember to smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And you already know, 4 o'clock schedule is about to begin, y'all. The LA Chargers and the Denver Broncos kick off the 4 o'clock schedule, followed by the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Only 2 4 o'clock games for Week 11.